Tonight, as fellow firefighters and her family continue to mourn, there are disturbing new details about the deadly stabbing of a CAL FIRE captain in San Diego. In an arrest warrant, authorities now reveal they have home security video that shows the attacker, Yolanda Olanechuk, chasing the victim, 49-year-old Rebecca Marodi, with a knife. And there is audio with Marodi begging for her life, yelling out, "Yolanda, please, I don't want to die." The victim is seen with blood on her back as her attacker responds, "You should have thought about that before." The women were married for just over 2 years until that deadly attack 1 week ago at their home in San Diego. The arrest warrant shows Marodi had stab wounds, including on her neck, chest, and abdomen. The suspect, Olanechuk, has a prior criminal record, including manslaughter. In 2004, she was convicted of stabbing and killing her estranged husband and was sentenced to 13 years in prison. Investigators also say after the killing 1 week ago, Yolanda texted a friend saying, "Becky came home and told me she was leaving me. She met someone else. We had a big fight and I hurt her. I'm sorry." Yolanda was later seen in a silver SUV driving across the border and into Mexico. Authorities have posted bulletins online and throughout California and Mexico. The victim, Marodi, was just a few months away from retirement after serving with CAL FIRE for more than 30 years. In fact, just last month, she helped battle the Eaton fire. In another news brief, we have learned the mother of James Olechek Jr. is also speaking out tonight.
Very scary. It scares me. She always has, and it's just been very scary. We blocked the doors.
He was stabbed to death by his wife, Yolanda Marodi, 25 years ago. She pleaded guilty to voluntary manslaughter 3 years after his death.
There's not a day went by that I didn't think about him, but then when this happened, oh my God.
He was a Marine at Camp Pendleton and had a daughter with Marodi. He was only 26 years old at the time of his death.
My son was a good man. You know, everybody wants to say that about their children, but my oldest boy was my good boy. I haven't slept hardly at all since this has happened.
Hayworth says the last week has been painful, opening up old wounds about her son's death, with eerie similarities between the two homicides.
Scary. Very scary. It scares me. She always has. She seemed a little immature at times, and also she was not happy unless a lot of attention was on her.
She says Yolanda and her son were divorcing when he met someone else. 5 months after the filing, he was killed.
Games people play when they're getting a divorce is what I thought was going on. But I never thought that she would do what she did to him.
Marodi served only 13 years in prison for Olenchuk's death, a sentence that never seemed enough to his mother.
I thought, how can someone take someone's life and only be in a few years and then be let out and get to live your life? And my son will never have that.
Hayworth says she now thinks about Captain Marodi's family, especially her mother, understanding all too well the pain she's now dealing with. Anyone with information about Yolanda Marodi's whereabouts is asked to call the sheriff's office or Crime Stoppers.